Welcome back to Make Me a Fan. I'm Jag.
I'm Pete.
And today we're doing another, well, I guess I kind of requested it, but you guys picked the matches, Encyclopedia.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel when people start to interact with us? Wrestlers and fans alike. How does that make you feel?
Fantastic. I love seeing what people like for matches compared to what I've also said, maybe these are the matches I would show you.
Oh, for sure.
And I would definitely feel like the matches that we picked out for this set for us to watch, the next three, are all voted on and asked and requested by the fans.
Hell yeah. Now people understand something. It's kind of a thing that happens. It's like dropping a pebble in a pond. The ripples, you never know how far they're going to reach or what they're going to touch. And so when the Revival was granted their release or their contract expired, however it happened, and they left the E, there was a lot of discussion of where they would go and who they might wrestle. And of course, at the top of the list for the AEW fans are the Young Bucks, okay? But some other names that were mentioned were like the Briscoes, which we watched Make Me a Fan of the Briscoes. And another name that was thrown around, as a matter of fact, thrown around by the Revolt, formerly known as the Revival themselves, on the Talk is Jericho podcast of people they'd like to wrestle. They mentioned the Briscoes. They also mentioned the North. And so I went on and said, hey, if we're going to do Make Me a Fan of the North, which matches should we watch? And you guys came through with a lot of recommendations, including the match we're going to watch today, which is the Encyclopedia.
Yes, sir.
Will you please tell us exactly what we're going to see?
So we're going to fire up Impact Plus, and we're going to go to Bash at the Brewery 1. So they just had Bash at the Brewery 2 before this last pay-per-view.
Okay, yeah.
But this is the actual first one, and we're going to see LAX
Yes.
versus the North for the Impact World Tag Team Championship.
All right, so LAX being Santana and Ortiz.
Now Proud and Powerful.
Yeah.
I would like to call them EYFBO because that's how I know them and love them from
we did see
beyond.
that match. We saw them versus the Revolt. Or formerly the older Revolt. I don't know how they're going to work that one out,
Yeah,
people.
good luck
All
with
right,
that.
but there's so many names. Bottom line, it's like Cactus Jack, Mick Foley, freaking Dude Love, freaking Mankind, whatever. We got to keep up with all the different names. However, just to clarify, because a couple days ago we had a Make Me a Fan of Hernandez.
Yes.
And Homicide and Hernandez were the original Latin American Exchange.
They were.
Which then Conan came in and brought in Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz. Am I right?
Correct.
Am I getting my progression correctly?
That is the correct progression. And then
All right.
Diamante was also with him. That was like 2017.
All right. So here we go. We're going to watch a tag title match. Spoiler alert, the North freaking win. But we know that because they've been holding it down for months as champions. It's been over a year.
It's been over a year. They're
Wow.
the longest reigning Impact World Tag Team Champions.
Dude, and I got to tell you, man, I watched the my man with the headgear. Tell me his name again.
Josh Alexander.
Josh Alexander. I went to his page because I always tag people, whatever. He retweeted some stuff. My man Ethan retweeted some stuff. That was cool. Thank you guys for the love. But I went to his page and pinned on his first post on Twitter are like his top 10 moves. Son of a biscuit. Some of those moves are freaking amazing. And so I'm hoping to see some of those moves in the match today. So
You will.
I think I've talked enough trash. I think they know that what we're about to see is pretty damn amazing.
Of course. I'm excited to rewatch this because I watched this when it aired in real time.
Oh, hell yeah. So let's do this thing. We're going to press play right about now. So I got to admit something.
Yes, sir.
I didn't recognize that the North were the heels in this match for probably a few minutes into the match. I'll blame part of that on the sound because I couldn't really hear the crowd and the commentary. Not talking trash, but the sound kind of sucked in this match. But also because I'm used to LAX being heels. I'm used to them being proud and powerful. So seeing the way that it all went down, and of course the way that the North won, made it even better. But the thing that stood out to me in this match were the tandem moves on both sides.
Yes, sir.
Really great combination moves, which is what happens when you have tag teams that have a chance and time to gel and get to know each other and to work well together. What did you think?
100%. This is a great match. Obviously, LAX being the baby faces, they've been around forever. They're beloved. We were talking about it before. For me, I've always called them EYFBO. Beyond, those guys really cut their teeth up in the Northeast. They really, really honed their skill. And at Impact, they went to that next level.
Oh, for sure.
And pretty much at this point, we can kind of tell that they're on their way out. They're going to finish out the summer wrestling at American Rana.
Yeah.
They're going to crush it on uncharted territory. And then they sign with AEW. So it's kind of, we see kind of where this is going for these guys.
Oh, for sure. But Ethan Page, of course, if you follow him at all on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, the guy is a personality.
Oh, for sure. Well, and he explains that he is a character.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I mean, look, I appreciate him for the way he talks and who he is and the way he presents himself. And the perfect counterpart to Ethan Page is none other than the walking weapon. That dude makes amateur wrestling, or at least the amateur wrestling style, look great.
100%.
I mean, devastatingly great, you know? It helps to have the headgear on because it reminds you that he's always, you know, the amateur. And I don't know what his background is. I know they said amateur wrestling pedigree. I don't know specifically what he did in the past. But it looks like a lot of his stuff is reversals, a lot of good holds, waist locks, wrist locks. Good stuff. Throwback stuff a little bit. Would you agree?
The technical skills, the things that are missing, the things that you don't see every day. Or maybe we're starting to see a lot now because, you know, the North have had the titles for quite a while.
Oh, for sure. But it's a good team. It's peanut butter and jelly. It's, you know.
Sweet and sour.
Yeah, absolutely. It works well. So me not knowing much about the North, of course, you showing me the North and the people talking about which matches, I think this is a good representation of how they work together and a blending of personalities a bit.
I always love seeing when a title changes because obviously, like, this is igniting the story for where we're going today.
Oh, yeah.
We can see that they cheated every opportunity, and it was not above Ethan to use the belt to go ahead and knock out Santana so that Josh could fold him up for the 3.
Oh, for sure.
This is great storytelling. Again, this is stuff that we harp on because we love it and we love pointing out when we see great storytelling.
Yeah, and the best part about Ethan hitting him with the belt like that is that Josh doesn't lose anything.
Exactly.
Because he was in the thick of it while it's going down. And he's fighting for all he's worth. He's kicking out his stuff. He got his foot on the rope, which I freaking love. So he's in it. He's fighting. And then for Ethan to cheat, which Josh is obviously okay with, but Josh doesn't lose anything in the process because he's more of the
pure athlete, the sport of it.
Yes, so the story is still intact. People, we need more of this. We need a whole hell of a lot more of this in Jacksonville, okay? And we need a hell of a lot more of this up in freaking Connecticut as well. So you're doing it right, at least in my opinion. And I think we got another match tomorrow. Am I right?
We certainly do. So we are going to watch Tessa Blanchard and Eddie Edwards.
Okay, all right.
Versus the North.
Now I think everybody and their cousin knows who Tessa Blanchard is. I don't know much about Eddie Edwards, but I'm sure you'll tell me more tomorrow. But you people at home, if you know who Eddie Edwards is, and of course you gotta know who Tessa Blanchard is, you have to bring your butts right back here at 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Eastern, is this for the belts?
I don't know.
All right, we'll find out
It's just,
tomorrow.
how about it's for the marbles? These are top stars doing top star things.
And talking some trash. I know if Ethan Page is involved, there'll be some trash talk. And I know Tessa's not shy in talking trash. So I guess we'll hear some trash talk and see some butt kicking tomorrow, 9 o'clock. So we'll see you guys then. Take care.